Do you remember Phil Cool? That master of mimicry whose rubbery facial expressions and uncanny celebrity impressions left TV audiences in stitches? In the late 1980s and early 1990s, his name was practically shorthand for uncontrollable laughter. Though his presence on television has faded with time, here's the twist: you might be surprised to know he's still alive. Well, and enjoying a quieter, more contented life far from the cameras. Stay tuned until the end, because the way Phil spends his days now will bring a smile to your face. At the height of his fame, Phil was a staple of British primetime television. Viewers tuned in religiously to his hit show, Cool It, where he brought stars like Michael Caine, Sean Connery, and even Jim Carrey to life with eerie accuracy. But his genius didn't stop at voices. His ability to twist his face into outrageous contortions mid-sentence became his trademarker, skill that made him stand out from every other impressionist. Yet, as television tastes shifted and variety shows gave way to the age of reality TV, Phil slowly stepped back from the limelight, choosing a gentler rhythm. Today, Phil lives in a small, tranquil hamlet in Lincolnshire, England. His stone cottage, perched at the end of a winding lane, is surrounded by rolling fields dotted with sheep. Each morning, he tends to his vegetable garden, where rows of carrots, potatoes, and onions thrive under his care. He calls it his quiet canvas, proof that fulfillment doesn't always come from roaring applause, but from the peace of nurturing something with your own hands. You can almost smell the freshly turned soil and hear the larks overhead as he works the earth. Inside his home, the past and present merge seamlessly. Warm lamplight glows over framed photos from his television heyday. Old posters, fan letters, and cherished memorabilia line the walls. One corner houses a reel-to-reel tape recorder, a relic from the days he spent sketching and recording material in the studio. When friends drop by, Phil loves pulling out forgotten demo tapes and bloopers, letting the laughter roll as they watch. It's a reminder that some memories, like vintage wine, only deepen and grow sweeter with age. Afternoons often find Phil in a different role: mentor. He shares his craft with aspiring actors at the community theater in Horncastle, the nearest town. There, he runs workshops on voice projection, character development, and the subtle art of mimicry. His legendary Connery impression still brings roars of laughter, but now it doubles as a teaching tool. The students lean forward, laughing and clapping as he jokes about his onstage mishaps while slipping seamlessly into accents. For Phil, the stage has transformed from a place to perform into a place to pass down skills. His evenings are no longer spent under studio lights but in the quiet glow of home. He enjoys reading scripts or jotting down new ideas, even if they never leave his notebook. Local friends sometimes gather for dinner, where he entertains with the same warmth that made him a household name decades ago. Though the scale is smaller, the joy is just as real, proof that comedy doesn't need cameras to thrive. It only needs people to share it with. So if you've stayed with us to the end, you've seen how Phil Cool's story has come full circle, from a star of the screen to a man who treasures simplicity. His cottage, his classes, and his garden tell us something important: that joy isn't found only in fame but in the little things: laughter with friends, a student's progress, or the satisfaction of homegrown vegetables. If you loved remembering Phil's brilliant impressions, go ahead and hit like, share this video with fellow fans. And don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell for more heartwarming updates about legends we all grew up watching. In the comments, tell us who was your favorite Phil Cool impression. Let's raise a toast to laughter that never fades, no matter how many years go by.